Stephen Jules Radio Show. Wisdomers, I'm back. I'm here right now for you. Live on Wisdom, the best social audio platform that we can have as Wisdomers. So it's getting to almost Christmas of 2023. And a lot of things are changing, a lot of things are happening, a lot of things are going crazy, but it still is a time that I guess we just have to reflect on the good of what is going on as well. And the more good that we can reflect on, the better it is. That morning coffee and that wisdom show for you. Feels great. Probably that bird out there just won't shut up. Oh man, just won't shut up. Yeah, it's been hot in the night as well, as expected during the heat wave. I don't know when that's gonna end. Just have to put up with it and acclimatise to the heat, I guess. 'Cause, yeah, you just got to acclimatise to it. There's nothing you can do. Yeah, it's just that's basically nature in Australia for you. At its I guess worst time of the year. But things are going great. I'm hanging in there. I'm creating content. I'm enjoying creating content as well. And it's just been great. So it brings to me today's talk about ChatGPT. Has had quite a lot of controversy. ChatGPT is pretty much how AI is taking over everything. Now, I've definitely spoken a lot about AI on the show, quite a fair bit. I think there is good to AI and there is a bad side to AI as well. It's AI is a difficult one because it's got a power to generate all different questions and different answers for you, etc., etc. But then the fallback to the problem with AI is it can take over people's jobs as well, because if it's taken over jobs, then people aren't going to be happy about getting their jobs taken away. For me, I think that we need to keep humans working. We need to keep human jobs out there, because jobs are very, very important to keep the economy going. For me, the time that we have here to keep the economy moving is important, and that's why we need to keep jobs for people. Because I just find it like with AI, if AI is having to take over, then for me, I'm thinking, well, it's just going to create a lot of confusion out there. But that's the world we are heading toward, is AI, unfortunately. But ChatGPT has been stealing people's personal information as well, data harvesting it. And, if you keep data harvesting, people's information, I think that it's a problem that needs to be solved. I do see that AI in the future will eventually take over the whole entertainment music industry. Like, now you can literally create music now with AI, and ChatGPT can create, product descriptions, descriptions for your content, YouTube descriptions, podcast descriptions. And, I'll be honest, I've used AI, and it does save so much time for me as well, because it's just good stuff. The thing is, for me, going ahead is how we can use AI to our advantage in the content creation industry. I believe that it will take over, and what we can do now is just learn to accept it and get over it and move on. Because that's just that is just how it is. So that's my rant about AI as well, and how it's going to change and create changes for the industry in the future. But speaking about music, Shannon Knoll. Now, I saw Shannon Knoll perform live at the Campbelltown Catholic Club a number of years ago. He was runner-up on Australian Idol from Guy Sebastian, but still was able to be very successful. He ended up saving some people in a car accident, and his bravery is incredible. And Shannon Knoll, for me, is, a wonderful singer and very talented. And, when you watch live music and it basically keeps you, when you just feel so good, like you just feel alive. I feel good to be alive. That's how it was with Shannon Knoll. I just felt, yeah, it was just an amazing night, and congratulations to his bravery for helping out. And it is traumatic when an accident like that happens and you witness it in person, and it's not very nice for anyone to have to witness that stuff. But now, you know, it's I don't know. It's a crazy time out there. I just keep saying it every week. It's just crazy. It is a crazy world, and Australia has gone to a crazy place. As you know, I do enjoy cricket as well. I quite like talking about cricket and like keeping up to date about cricket. What happened? There was a dangerous pitch at GMHBA Stadium in Geelong, in Melbourne. The Renegades vs Perth Scorchers. The match was abandoned. Now, a dangerous pitch would piss off a lot of people who have paid their tickets to watch the KFC Big Bash. You know, now it is quite dangerous with a dangerous pitch to be having that, because it's it rained overnight, and then somehow it got under the covers and there was a wet patch on the pitch. It's dangerous because what was happening, fast bowlers were bowling a decent delivery, but it was just getting so much extra bounce. Um, yeah, so much bounce, and it's too dangerous for the batsmen. And there's nothing worse than a pitch being prepared for a game of cricket, and then the ball's just bouncing in unusual ways. So it does suck because people wanted to go watch 2020 cricket and then it gets abandoned. So I think Cricket Australia is refunding people's money, and good on them for that. But this should never happen uh, in Australia. Oh, years ago in the 90s, between England and the West Indies, it was a test match, actually got abandoned because of a dangerous pitch. It was horrible. And that sucks, honestly. That's just quite sad that that happens. The Australian Test team is looking toward a new change as well. So they're always changing their side. They want the best of the best, but they've definitely played a lot of cricket this year. A lot of cricket. So much cricket. It's crazy how much cricket they play. For me, it's a time where you know our cricketers have been playing overseas since the World Cup as well, and you have to give them credit. You have to give them some time to recover because it's just too much. A lot of cricket they've played. David Warner, I know, has been under a lot of pressure to perform as well to expectations and the selectors' expectations, and that's been very difficult and not easy for him to keep up in the Test team. So I hope that he does stay and pushing toward retirement. It's not easy playing cricket at the highest level, especially opening the batting. It's very hard. It's a lot of pressure to get off the mark and score those runs for the Australian team, and it's not easy for any opening batsman. You could be fielding for like 6 hours, and then you'll have to go and open up, and you're tired. You're not, you're fatigued, and you just got to get through the session, and that's why they have the night watchman. So if one opener gets out, the night watchman can just get in there and just block for the rest of the afternoon and just score some runs and just block and just hold it out and block. That's what you got to do. Mitchell Starc is apparently he's ending his 8-year run in the Indian Premier League. He last played in the IPL in 2015. That was a long time to be playing in the IPL. That's the 2020 of the Indian Premier League cricket. Yeah, the Mitchell Johnson article, I don't know what's going on with that. It's just, I don't know, drama being stirred up in the media as well. I don't know, someone writes an article about someone in cricket and then it basically, I don't know, it becomes a shit fight in itself. Yeah, it just shouldn't be a shit fight at all. I think cricketers need to just have time to play their cricket, concentrate on their cricket. But that's what's going on as well. Scott Boland as well. His regret apparently the Ashes over the last 2 Boxing Day tests. His average was 6 for 7 in bowling. That is darn good bowling and great bowling in Test cricket. Test cricket is hard to play. It's all about endurance, stamina. That's why in Test cricket you don't see too many sixes being hit. You see a lot of 4 runs, 2s, 3s, 1s, but you don't see it like 6s like the 2020. It's not a slogfest like 2020 cricket. It actually, one day and Test cricket is actually the best forms of the game of cricket. They did bring in the day-night test, but I don't know. You don't see too many day-nighters being played. Then why did they introduce the pink ball if they're not going to play a lot of day-night test matches? That to me is like, well, the ICC wasted their time creating a pink ball and they're not going to play. Well, why? Play more day-night test matches. They're complaining about bad light. Then bring in the pink ball then to finish off the afternoon if it's bad light. That solves your problem. It's still the same ball. That's the ICC needs to do something about bad light in cricket. I know it's dangerous, but if you want to keep the play going, just swap the ball to a pink one. That's how many overs old? It could be 20, 30 overs old. In one day international, they changed the white ball after 35 overs because it gets too scuffed up, too green, especially in the night. It's too hard for the batsman to see it. But that's different. That's always been like that. They used to play one day cricket with 50 overs. They would bowl it for 50 overs straight. It would literally reverse swing. But the ICC regulations, because it's too dangerous for the batsman, so they've had to change it at 35. Now, Shane Warne said quite a few 2-3 years ago in the pandemic about the bad light issue. Yeah, they have a pink ball there. So if it does get bad light, just give them the pink ball and they can bowl the rest of the afternoon out. Well, they introduced the day-night test match for a reason, so use the pink ball. The only problem with the pink ball is it just swings too much. They get more swing out of it, I've noticed. That's day-night test. Well, then play more day-night test matches. But when you look at it, it's pretty much just like a one-day international. Okay, you're listening to the Stephen Shields radio show all the way from Sydney, Australia at the moment. Podcasting here is amazing. But, yeah. I am always inquiring about how people can improve their content as well and get their content heard to as much people in the wide world as they can without the shadow banning and without the cancel culture as well. So I do believe that yeah, tech companies definitely need to pull their fingers out and do something to help small creators as well. And help more creators get noticed as well. But I feel that now is the time to just keep creating content. Metro West Rail Line is in doubt by Chris Minns. The $11 billion project, Parramatta and the CBD. It's stopping at Parramatta, Olympic Park, North Strathfield, and Pyrmont. Now, the government's supposed to be building more infrastructure for us because of the increase in population. You notice traffic's more heavier now in the local area. Potholes on the road too. But if they've promised to be building, they should be getting the job done as soon as possible. Yet previous state government, Dominic Perrottet, go out and buy out small businesses to build infrastructure. They should not be delaying this stuff. They should be getting it done as soon as possible. It's like the Badgerys Creek Airport is just been taking far too long to get built. And I'm like, well, why? Something's got to change, for instance. There is a class action lawsuit going on with JB Hi-Fi, warranties and add-ons. So I think, from what I can understand, the class action lawsuit, lawyers reaching out to customers who have been affected by the warranties. Now, this is not the first time a corporation has a class action lawsuit. The Australian consumer law is here, and it's here to protect customers from being, ripped off, dodgy warranties that don't last. And these corporations, they'll try everything they can legally. They write up all these terms and conditions to argue their way out of it, but it's really, as a customer, you have a right to buy a product that's going to last. I've had quite a few products I've had to return back to JB Hi-Fi because they were faulty, and look, that's not their fault. If it's faulty, it's faulty. It's not your fault as well. So they quite gladly swapped it for me, and I was happy. But it does get frustrating. You should be able to buy something and not have to go back to the store and swap it and wait for the manager. It's a slow process. Very slow process to be dealing with, and we don't want to be dealing with that stuff as well. It's very, very annoying as well. Richard Branson is on the airline strike with Virgin Australia. It's Virgin Australia, guys, is owned by US investment firm Bain Capital. It could be damaging the company and the company's reputation, but you got to understand, Virgin Australia, Virgin Airlines, I've flown. I find their shit. Their customer service is shit. The plane is small. They only care about how many passengers they can fit in economy. This is all airlines. This is why it's all gone to shit. Why I don't have faith in Qantas anymore, since they want to price gouge customers, and it's just not fair. It's not right, and it's un-Australian to be price gouging a flight from Sydney to Melbourne. That is just too expensive. It's basically they're ripping people off, is what I'm telling you. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're just ripping people off. So that's how it works here. It's like if they have an opportunity to take advantage of us, they will take advantage of vulnerable Australians. It's like the dodgy NDIS providers here. Okay, that are looking to, rip people off, and this is going on with Bill Shorten. There have been people with disabilities who have been neglected in the care of these dodgy workers, and have not been looked after by the NDIS. So that's what's happened as well. Alright, the weather right now is 23.5 degrees Celsius, feels like 24.6 degrees Celsius, minimum of 19 degrees Celsius, top of 33 today, 0 to 1 millimeters of rain, partly cloudy, northeasterly 9 kilometers an hour wind, 11 kilometers an hour gust, 71% humidity, 0 millimeters of rain since 9 a.m. yesterday. Rain, 25% low chance of at least 1 millimeter, partly cloudy in Sydney, slight chance of a shower in the outer west, near 0 chance elsewhere. Chance of a thunderstorm in the outer west during this afternoon and early evening, light winds becoming northeasterly, 20 to 30 kilometers an hour in the middle of the day, then becoming light in the evening with a moderate fire danger rating. 5:40 a.m. was sunrise today, 8:03 p.m. sunset, new moon phase, first quarter is the 20th of December is the next moon phase. 11 extreme max UV index, 8:40 a.m. to 4:50 p.m. sun protection recommended. Tomorrow, sunny, partly cloudy, low of 21 degrees Celsius, top of 39 degrees Celsius, no rain. Friday, sunny, partly cloudy, low of 19 degrees Celsius, top of 31 degrees Celsius, no rain. Saturday, sunny, low of 18 degrees Celsius, top of 35 degrees Celsius, no rain. Sunday, cloudy, low of 18 degrees Celsius, top of 27 degrees Celsius, 0 to 1 millimeters of rain. Monday, sunny, partly cloudy, a low of 18 degrees Celsius, top of 33 degrees Celsius, no rain. Tuesday, sunny with showers, low of 19 degrees Celsius, top of 38 degrees Celsius, 0 to 1 millimeters of rain. Coffee. But Sydney, in Waterloo, there's a state project going on. Now, I don't know too much about it, but if it's to build more houses, more apartments for people, then yeah, hopefully it will help with the supply and demand and increase in population as well. Now, legal weed in New York City. Now, there's illegal shops, illegal stores opening. There's a bureaucratic system. Now, I believe Australia should legalise marijuana for everyone. I support cannabis use. I think there's a lot of health benefits to cannabis use. This is my opinion. I know people can get it medicinally. But like anything, if Australia legalises it, the government will regulate it. So of course, they want to regulate everything with your hard-earned money as well. Cyclone Jasper in the Queensland coast. There's been damaging winds of 120 kilometres an hour on the Queensland coast, and Cairns Airport's been closed as well. But I went to Audi yesterday in Oran Park, and you know what happened? The self-service did not take cash, and my phone reception was down, so it was like, well, how can I buy my goods and services? And Ryan Park's scheduling holidays, and there's been a pay crisis in the ambulance service in Australia. But that's all from me today, guys. Please like, share, subscribe to the Stephen Shields radio show. Turn on your notifications. I publish new podcasts every Friday at 6 p.m. Sydney, Australia time. Bye for now.